Hi, Leslie Koo here. After Indonesia has planned to buy China's fighter jet J-10, now Iran recently has also expressed the interest in this China fighter jets J-10. Moving forward, I foresee that there will be more and more countries going to China expressing their interest in these fighter jets. This only because this J-10 is not the latest generations of fighter jets. But when paired up with other hardwares like the tracking system, the missiles, the warning system, it becomes, the performance, the whole package becomes very attractive to a lot of countries. And because it's not the latest generations, the price are likely to be lower compared to the other fighter jet package that are offered by other countries. So I see that there will be more and more countries going to China asking about this J-10, and of course, as well as the hardware that form the package. Now, where will this so potential buyers come from? We have Indonesia, we have Iran. From my analysis based on the information available, moving forward, I would think that the potential buyers will come from Southeast Asia, Central Asia, Middle East, of course, Pakistan, including Pakistan, African countries, and also Latin countries. So these are the areas that I will see buyers will go to China to buy weapons. And for Asia, one thing to highlight is that I don't think Japan, South Korea, and Philippines will be in the list of potential buyers, at least for now. Anything can happen, it all depends. But for now, I don't think these three countries will be in this. Now, of course, not all countries have the budget to buy these fighter jets and the necessary hardware package. Now, not just looking at fighter jets, there are also other weapons to choose from. For some countries which have limited budgets, they can buy the defense system, drones, tanks, missiles, so on and so forth. So you can see that the non-weapon sales, but because the military technology, the weapon technology of China is advancing very fast, and it becomes another option for these countries. In the past, they only have US, Europe, but now they have one more, which is China. So going forward, I see that it is inevitable that more and more countries will buy weapons from China. Of course, in the medium term, like 5 to 10 years, I don't think they will shift all up with the buy China's weapons. I believe this country will make a balance, like mixtures, some still from the US, some from Europe, and some from China. And this is, in the medium term, I think this is going to happen. It's a mixture. This country will strike balance so that they will not offend the Western countries. Now, what is it for China from, how should I say, from the military perspective? Okay, as I said in my previous video, those videos before, when two countries, for example, now China sells weapons to country A, and because of this military cooperations, in the sense that country A will have to send their military personnel to China to be trained in terms of flying the planes, to send the pilots over, and also to send other military personnel to learn how to operate the system, how to maintain the system. So because of this military cooperations, it will make the non-military cooperations between China and country A much easier. For example, investments, economic development projects, infrastructure, and also natural resources for those country, or let's say country A is rich in natural resources. So we can see that a lot of the cooperations for non-military side will become easier when two countries cooperate closely at the military level because of this weapon sales. So I think from the China side, it will gain a lot of advantage, a lot of positive notes, positive impact on the Belt and Road Initiative. And on the buyer of the China weapons, they also benefit because now they are closer to China and they have access to China's market to tap into the infrastructure aspect of China, and also to learn that China experience in terms of economic development. And as you know, for the past decades, China has gained a lot of experiences, has gone through a lot of hardship to bring the economy from a very poor country in the 70s, 80s, maybe in the 60s, especially after the Cultural Revolutions, to now a strong military power. So in general, this, how should I say, the military cooperation between China and other countries, I would say that it's a win-win situation. Those are the positive side. We have to look at the negative side. Everything bound to have, in their own bound to have positive and negative. Now, the negative side. The rise of China military, the strength of China, is not going to please the US at all. And the US and its allies for sure will not be happy about it. So, and I'm sure China knows that going forward, there will be more pressure, more sanctions in terms of tariffs, in terms of other type of sanctions that will come after China. There's no doubt about it. So, and I believe China knows. And China, in the meantime, they also prepare to measures, tools, policies, so on and so forth, to handle when all these heat waves from the West come. As of now, the US is already not happy with China. So, not more so when more and more countries going to China to buy weapons from China. That's not going to, how do you say, that's going to anger the US even more than now. And the thing is, on this pressuring China from the US, it's not only just President Trump, a Republican president. After Trump, be it another Republican president or Democrat president or Republican-led Congress or Democrat-led Congress, it doesn't matter. China factor is one of the only things that the Republicans and the Democrats will put their differences aside and work together. So while China is getting closer to countries in terms of military cooperations, on the other hand, there will be more pressure, more sanctions, more heat waves from the US. And the thing is, I believe China knows, and it will prepare itself to handle all these heat waves. That's all for this video. See you in the next one.